Meaghan Pashen, and I'm a member of the American Federation of Government Employees, AFGE Local 704. Thank you. An Environmental Protection Agency Workers Union representing the hard-working and committed Great Lakes staff protecting public health and the environment. Now, I am one of many EPA employees who have experienced discipline for dissent and punishment for disloyalty by the Trump administration. Yeah, boom. I was put on leave from July 3rd to October 7th of 2025. And here is what my brave colleagues across this country and I spoke out against. Unprecedented attacks on science across the board. Cruel firings of probationary workers and environmental justice staff. Forced early retirements and loss of decades of institutional knowledge. Dismantling and politicizing of our Office of Research and Development. The inability to work on climate change at all. And the rollback of public health protections. We were charged with conduct unbecoming of a federal employee, and discipline ranged from suspensions to termination. A shameful violation of the right to freedom of speech and whistleblower protections. This political retaliation is designed to intimidate not just me, but my colleagues who stayed silent and scare them into blind compliance. Because under a tyrant, most power is surrendered willingly out of fear. We cannot give up our power in advance, especially as public health professionals. Our union feels this intimidation daily. Trump busted unions across the federal government last year, including AFGE Local 704. Those of us still standing fight demoralization. We face unprecedented attacks while they cut off our ability to collectively bargain and grieve adverse actions, purposely eroding protections to allow maximum harm to federal workers with no recourse. All of this to facilitate a tyrant's consolidation of power. Congress must restore the collective bargaining of federal unions now. The anti-worker culture at the federal government is damaging to us all because when EPA workers are not safe communicating science and are not fully empowered to do their jobs, we are all less safe and we are all less healthy. Staff is down at our Region 5 office by 25% in Trump's first year alone, meaning the loss of decades of scientific expertise and less workers in key divisions, making it difficult to provide services to communities. Losing the Office of Research and Development hurts our ability to combat emerging toxins and forever chemicals like PFAS. In 2025, EPA saw record low enforcement against polluters of air, land, and water, with 80% less actions taken than even year one of Trump's first term. Environmental laws, like all others, are meaningless when not enforced. We will see reduced capacity to respond to emergencies, and climate disasters will only continue. The repeal of the endangerment finding now means that climate denial is embarrassingly the official position of the U.S. government. President Trump and Administrator Lee Zeldin have fundamentally reversed EPA's mission of pollution reduction to economic activity, putting corporations and polluters over the interests of your family's health and safety. All of the deregulation to align with the administration's new set of business priorities like fossil fuels and AI, which disregard harm done to American families while lining the pockets of Trump's rich friends. If it's not clear yet, maybe you think more in terms of numbers. We've got a lot of scientists out there. Trump's EPA's new calculations value your life at 0. And those who speak out against the irreversible damage being done to this administration, by this administration, are the bad guys displaying conduct unbecoming? Please, These tricks are not new, they're straight out of the authoritarian handbook. Politicizing the civil service, implementing loyalty tests, stifling dissent, increasing surveillance, instilling paranoia. They want to scare us, so we must be brave and band together. Reject fear, harness emotions that give you energy. Throughout history, the one thing that has ever worked in the fight against the ruling class is solidarity, binding together in numbers too big to ignore. So we ask that you join AFGE Local 704 in the fight to defend EPA workers and advocate for those who protect your public health and environment.